Assalamu alaikum. Welcome 6th class in the Lasanian virtual classes of second semester. I am hopeful you are all fine. I am your English teacher and here is the working of day 20 and 21. So let's start the working. Here are the words meanings: twilight, मध्यम सी रोशनी, entrance, दाखिल होना या दाखला, hollow, खाली या खोखला, suddenly अचानक से, disbelief बेएतबारी, creature मखलूक, companion साथी, furiously गुस्से से या शिद्दत से, spread फैलाना, trembling कांपते हुए, comfort आराम या सुकून, quickly जल्दी से, reveal जाहिर करना या फाश करना. Here is the first question. Why do you think one of the men licked his lips? One of the men licked his lips because he was nervous and his lips were dry with fright. Why does the author say that demons lived in the ant hill? People knew they were not wolves but did not know what they were, so they called them demons. Write down 4 sentences from first part of passage which tell you that it is evening. The answer is now in the gathering twilight. Sunset was time for the demons to appear. The forest was bathed in a deep red glow from the setting sun. The first of the large fruit beds flared past the waiting man. The next is, how do we know that Mr. Singh kept a diary of some sort? Mr. Singh made notes, so we know he kept a diary of some sort. How did Mr. Singh know that children had been living with wolves for a long time? Mr. Singh knew the children had been living with the wolves for the long time because both ran on all fours. Why did the villagers refuse to help? The villagers refused to help because they believed that evil spirits, not the children, were in the wolves' home. Why did the hunting party beat the ground in front of them? The hunting party beat the ground to frighten the wolves out of their lair. Why did Mr. Singh feel bitter and angry with himself? Mr. Singh was bitter and angry with himself because the she-wolf had been killed and he had not been able to protect her. The wolf children were likely to have been frightened when they were dug up of the lair. Who made the signal? Mr. Singh. Why did the person signal and to whom was he making the signal? 2 men, part of a group of 5 who agreed to go with Mr. Singh. What had occurred just before this? 2 feral children, demons and some wolves have come out of the wolf's lair. And the last question is, what did the person do after he made the signal? He wrote in his notebook. So dear students, that's all about my today's working. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.